he's got some things to deal with. Chicago Fire boss addresses Pascal's future in Season 14. Severide, Taylor Kinney, pulled nothing short of a miracle in the Chicago Fire Season 13 final. He figured out that Pascal, Dermot Mulroney, was being set up even when it seemed like the firehouse's chief was responsible for Robert Franklin's accident. The discovery changed many things, but most importantly, it allowed Pascal to stay as the firehouse's chief for a while longer. However, it might not be that easy going into Chicago Fire Season 14. Changes in the CFD are on the horizon as the department seeks to streamline its operations, and according to showrunner Gwen Segan, no one is really safe. However, we'll see him in Season 14 for sure, Segan told TV Insider. She revealed Pascal's evolving attitude towards the firehouse after being with them for a while, saying, "However, Pascal's not out of the woods yet. I feel like from that moment moving forward, between that and between the deepening bond with Severide, 51 feels like his home. And if he blew it, it's going to be tragic. If he blew it because of his Achilles heel, Monica and him going after this guy, Severide is going to do everything he can for him." But Severide's questioning at the end of the day, did he do this too? So yeah, he's got some things to deal with to be able to stay at 51, the showrunner added. The show developed exit strategies for some characters in anticipation of budget cuts. An auditor spent the day at Firehouse 51 looking for ways to slim it down. Jake Lockett and Daniel Keary will not return as series regulars in Season 14, but they might not be the only ones. "We wanted to play because it's very true to what's happening now in the world." This auditor coming in and saying, "Look, CFD is cleaning house, and things are going to get shaken up. And there's nobody safe in this shakeup," Segan said. Tune into NBC this fall to catch the new season of Chicago Fire and see who else might be leaving. Stay tuned to Collider for more updates. The firehouse is never short on heat, and this time it's not coming from a blaze. It's coming from inside one man's head. Since his debut in Season 12, Pascal Rodriguez has quickly become one of Chicago Fire's most intriguing and complicated new additions. A paramedic with a past cloaked in secrets, Pascal came to Firehouse 51 with a mysterious resume, brooding intensity, and the kind of emotional baggage that even Bowden could smell from across the briefing table. Fans noticed the signs from the get-go. Pascal rarely made eye contact. He worked like a machine, efficient, precise, but emotionally distant. It wasn't until Episode 7, when he froze during a pediatric trauma call, that the cracks truly began to show. And when Stella Kid cornered him after the call, the weight in his eyes said more than words ever could. Now, after a mid-season finale that left viewers breathless, Pascal standing alone in the locker room, staring at a photograph of a young woman in uniform, whispering, "I'm sorry," fans are asking, who is Pascal Rodriguez really? And does he even belong at Firehouse 51? Series showrunner Andre Newman finally broke her silence in an exclusive interview this week. "He's got some things to deal with," she said, eyes serious. That's really the best way to put it. But that's not stopping fans from speculating. Is he a veteran coping with PTSD? Is there a tragedy in his past that's about to explode into his present? Or is Pascal not who he claims to be? According to Newman, Pascal's story has been carefully constructed from the start. "We didn't want to drop in a new character just for the sake of change," she explained. Pascal's arc is about identity, healing, and atonement. There's a major reveal coming up, but it's not about shock value, it's about emotional truth. Emotional truth may be the show's new oxygen tank. Viewers first saw Pascal's armor slip in Episode 4, when he hesitated before entering a burning apartment where an elderly man was trapped. Severide barked orders. Pascal obeyed. But later, in the firehouse kitchen, he clutched a shaking hand under the table, hidden from view. It wasn't subtle, but it wasn't loud either. That's the dance Chicago Fire does so well, drama with depth. Rumors on fan forums suggest that Pascal may be linked to a past fatal call involving a fallen firefighter, a woman. In fact, keen-eyed fans noticed the photograph he held in the finale had a name partially visible. Lieutenant M. Cortez. Was she a colleague, a sister, a lover? Newman won't confirm, but she won't deny either. We're planting the seeds now, she said. What's really exciting is watching how Pascal interacts with the team. Cruz sees him as a project. Brett wants to reach him. Kid's watching him like a hawk. And Casey's brief return this season will shake things up more than people expect. Yes, you read that right. Casey's brief return. According to inside sources, Jess Spencer will appear in 2 episodes this spring, and Pascal will share a significant scene with him. Casey's been through a lot himself, Newman said. There's a quiet understanding between them, a kind of mutual recognition. It'll be one of those scenes fans rewatch over and over again. But where does this leave Pascal by the end of the season? Let's just say he won't be in the same emotional place he started, Newman teased. Whether that means he stays at 51 or not, that's something we want the fans to feel anxious about. Anxious indeed. Off-screen, actor Santiago Cabrera, who portrays Pascal, has been tight-lipped. In a rare interview last month, he described Pascal as a man haunted by what he didn't do, and what he might still do. Fans praised Cabrera's layered performance, comparing him to early Severide, moody, loyal, and struggling with ghosts. But Chicago Fire is nothing if not about redemption. Pascal's not a villain, Newman clarified. He's not a bad guy. He's just broken. And at 51, we believe people deserve second chances, even if they don't believe it themselves. In upcoming episodes, Pascal is expected to face disciplinary scrutiny after going against protocol on a rescue call. But that moment, Newman promises, will be a crucible. Every hero has that moment where they either run or rise. Pascal's about to meet his. Inside the writer's room, there's excitement about Pascal's long game. One writer described him as our slow burn, someone who may become central to the franchise if fans embrace the arc. People loved him at first because he was hot and mysterious, the writer said with a grin. But they're about to love him for other reasons, real ones. It's a risky move. Introducing a complicated character in a legacy ensemble is like dropping a lit match near gasoline. But with Chicago Fire, those sparks can lead to storytelling wildfire. Fans, meanwhile, are already theorizing. Will Pascal be the next big love interest for Brett? Is he connected to a cold case Severide once looked into? Or could he be hiding an identity altogether? One cryptic line from the next promo has people buzzing. It's from Pascal during a confrontation with Bowden. What if the thing I'm hiding is the only reason I came here in the first place? Whatever happens, one thing is clear. Pascal Rodriguez is not just passing through Firehouse 51. He's in the middle of a storm, one of his own making. And whether he finds peace or burns out, fans will be watching every step. He's got some things to deal with, Newman repeated, before ending the interview with a knowing smile. But so does everyone at 51. That's why he fits in better than he thinks. Buckle up, the fire's just getting started.